What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, and we are watching my mock meet from today. I have been training for the past 8 weeks. I really didn't take any kind of rest week going into this. I kind of just trained with a fair amount of volume up until Thursday. I took Thursday and Friday off of lifting, and then the last work that I did Wednesday was it was pretty intense. There was a lot of volume, lot of lifting, and I just kind of wanted to see how things would go. And you will see that as it comes. Right now, you are watching kind of a warm up that I do, or I've been doing it more lately. I've been feeling kind of, I don't know, tight in a lot of areas and beat up, so I just feel like I've needed a little bit more warm up than normal. So I'm kind of doing a lot of things to try to activate all of the muscles that go into doing these lifts. And even though my performance today did not go quite the way that I would have liked it to have gone, I will say that my overall technique and the things that I do in the lifts look really good. It's just a matter of continuing to get stronger. So there were several areas that I just flat out failed in, and you'll see those kind of as they come. Going into this next training cycle, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I will be going back to normal classes. And with the classes, I will have to modify my training schedule a bit, and as a result, I'm going to go back to doing the Shako program. Um, Boris Shako, the Russian powerlifting coach, strength coach, and he has an app that I've made another video about back a while ago when I first discovered it and first started using it. It was effective, at least guiding you through the Shako programs. There's lots of volume. It's kind of very similar to the way that I currently train, except that it's modified a little bit so that there's a lot more work per day, and it's only 4 days per week. So that's kind of the benefit of doing it in this way, is that it's a 4 day per week program instead of a 6 day per week program. Now, obviously, if you're doing about the same amount of work in 4 days as I was doing in 6 days, then that's a little bit more, quite a bit more work per day. So that last time I did this, that there wasn't a kind of an adjustment period, a learning curve to doing that, but um, I did eventually get used to it, and obviously I'll get used to it this time. The benefit or upside of doing something like that is that when you change your training in that way, that does represent a novel stimulus, that you're doing more work per session, so there hopefully will be some benefits to that. I will also be dropping some weight. I had been consistently weighing in at around 235 or 235 pounds. Just the last couple of days, I've gone on an eating spree and quit tracking any kind of calories. So I weighed in this morning at 237. I don't know that that's my normal body weight. We did have, as you saw in the previous video, Chinese food last night, so maybe I'm just holding a little bit more fluid or whatever. But so warm-ups on the squats were feeling really good. Well, I was moving really well, I guess is what I mean there, because it actually felt really heavy. When I did 225, that felt really heavy. When I got 405 on the bar, it felt really heavy. So going for a new personal record or training all-out max was probably not the best decision, as you can see here. But the lift does move really well. I had really good form, really good technique. Nothing broke down. I just got to a point where I just couldn't lift the weight anymore. So, but generally, if somebody were to ask me, well, all of my warm-ups were feeling really heavy, you think I should go for a new PR? I would probably say no. But I really had it in my mind that I was going to go for that today, so I went for it, and I failed. But bench went a little bit better, as you'll see in just a few moments. I didn't do a paused rep, which I really need to get back to making sure that my benches are paused. but I did get a pretty good bench in, and it went well. So I'm really happy to have that. I hadn't had any real increases in my bench over in quite a while because I had switched to focus a lot on overhead pressing, which has helped, but um, they're separate lifts. There might be some similarities in that they both use the tricep, shoulders, and at least for the overhead press to a lesser degree the chest. But um, even though they are similar in some ways, they are still different lifts. They require a different technique, different slightly different muscles, or at least the amount of muscles used in those lifts are slightly different. So just because my overhead press went up some, that didn't necessarily carry over 100% to my bench press. But I did get this 355 here, so that felt pretty good, even though I didn't pause it. But it still went okay. And so as I move into this next phase of Shako, I will be doing a lot more deadlifting, so I'm hoping that my deadlift does continue to go up. One of the things I've been working on lately with that is learning to activate my glutes and hamstrings a lot more. Now, if you can see this, one thing I have been working on also is using the double, improving my grip strength. So that was 405 with just a regular double overhand grip. And then I moved to 495, and I'm using the hook grip on this one. So that is where I went. And then the top set today was 555 pounds. And as you will see, I failed on it. So that kind of sucked. I really was hoping to get that. Goals for this next meet beginning in April will be to probably hit 565 on the, or upper 560s, somewhere in there, in the deadlift, to get upper 360s for the bench press, and for the squat I'd really like to get up into maybe around 530, give or take, in that area. So thanks for watching. You guys take it easy, and as always, I will talk to you in that next video.